Hi. So in this problem, I just wanted to do a video. I felt it was a little bit easier to explain, where we have to find the coordinates of the point plotted below. So if we just zoom in a little, we could see that the point is at 2, -4. So when we need to reflect across an axis, that means we just take that point and kind of put a mirror there, and we would just eyeball it, and then we'll learn later on of how like the reflection actually works in future sections. So for now, what I would do is just take the point and it says if the point is reflected across the x-axis. So in that case, if it's reflected across the x-axis, what would be the mirror image? Well, if I count directly how many units vertically from the x-axis, I get 1, 2, 3, 4 units down. Therefore, if I go to the x-axis and go 4 units up at the same x-coordinate, so 1, 2, 3, 4, the point would be at 2, 4. So let me go ahead and plot that first one. Okay, so now for the second one, it says if the point is reflected across the y-axis. So let's go ahead and look at this point 2, 4, -4. And now if we're going to reflect across the y-axis, we leave the y coordinate the same and then we see what we, kind of eyeball it. So I would count how many units to the right, 1, 2. Therefore, across the y-axis on the opposite direction, I would go 1, 2. And this point you could see would be at -2, -4. If the point is reflected across the origin, so this is where it could get a little tricky because now you're going to just put like this mirror here and reflect it over across the origin. But I tell students, don't try to eyeball it. You know what? The reflection across the origin is actually two reflections. It's a reflection across the x and then the y. Or you could actually do reflection across the y and then reflection across the x. No matter what, you end up at the same place. So let's go ahead and put both of these reflections that we just did together. So let's do across the x. We've got, remember, we got 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. We were at 2, 4. And then we did 2 on the other side of the y-axis, right? So 1, 2, 1, 2. So that point is at -2, 4 when we reflected across the origin. Now, let's go ahead and try it the other way where we reflect across the y and then the x. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And notice we end up at the same point, -2, 4. So -2, 4. And then if we check our answer, notice that they're exactly correct. 2, 4, -2, -4, 2, 4.